Namaste. Namaste, y'all. This is Jai from Jaiweh Yoga. And we're just going to be working on a couple of postures very quickly in regards to runners stretching. We have a lot of runners in New Orleans and of course all over the world, but specifically New Orleans folk. I have friends that have been asking about what are some stretches they can use before and after. So I'm going to give you about 2 to 3 postures that really work very well to opening up the hamstrings, helping to relieve that tension, and then also that you can use to prepare and then afterward to release. So if you come to your mat, of course, always be in a mindfulness state of breathing. Remember that your breath is going to help you through any and all of the asana or postures or seat, which is what asana means, seat and or posture. So let's go ahead and start in a seated position. Bring your tushy to the mat, and a couple of items that you may need are going to be your block. Blocks are always a wonderful prop to have around, as well as possibly a blanket. If you don't have a blanket, you can use a towel or you can roll up your mat halfway when we do come to our knees. So to prepare, just go ahead and come to your sit, just like so. Bend the knees, bring them feet on the mat, and then gently extend one leg. So extend your left leg, we'll start this way, and then take your right leg and cross it over the left. Now as you do this, you are going to be breathing, so you want to allow your belly to fill with air, allow the chest to expand, but keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. You don't want to feel constricted or bringing your shoulders up to your ears, as that will serve you none. So keep your body and keep yourself soft. So allow yourself to sink, melt into the mat, and then create a nice long spine. As you do this, flex the left foot, and if you have any knee issues, micro bend your knee. Again, this is where your block will come in. You can also place your block under your knee, or you can place your blanket rolled up under your knee. So either of those options will serve you. From here, allow your right foot to cross over the left. And those of you maybe want a little deeper stretch, go ahead and left hand on the mat, draw your left foot around next to your hip, but do not sit on your foot. Then go ahead and lengthen nice and long. And I'll turn so you can see what I'm talking about as I face you. Looks kind of like a pretzel. So from here, inhale and extend the right arm up to the sky, nice and long and beautiful, pinky out towards the front of the room. And then exhale and allow that right arm to come behind you. And then drag right behind your spine, or just a little bit of waves. So now we'll turn so you can see what I'm talking about. Arm up, behind. As you rotate the shoulder back and down. Inhale, the left arm up. You already should begin to feel this in the right fascia or IT band. Exhale and release that over, elbow over the right knee. As you do this, continue to stay long in your spine. Stay right here and breathe. You will feel a constriction in the lower abdominal region, in the diaphragm, so the breathing does become a little tense. So soften around the breathing. Allow every obstacle to be an opportunity. Just breathe. As you exhale, draw yourself to look over the right shoulder. And those of you with knee injuries in that lower leg, feel free to keep that leg extended as you do this. You will get the same stretch. Keep flexing through the left foot. Breathe. Take 2 more breaths at your own pace. Once you feel delicious, that's one of my favorite words, then go ahead, slowly begin to release. Inhale, come to forward. Exhale, release the left hand, right hand by your side, and release your foot. Draw your left foot in, and since we did see how it looked already from the rotation, we're going to go ahead and do it on the left side now. So give yourself a little hug. You deserve it. We all love to hug ourselves. Keep the right leg flexed, or you can again prepare as you micro bend the knee if that serves you, which it might, or you can keep it extended, but keep the leg active if you do keep it on the ground. And then take the left over the right. Long, beautiful spine. Embrace yourself. Hug yourself. You want to feel very proud here. Breathe. And then from here, either you can bend that knee or you can keep it wherever it was. Feel that stretch, opening up those IT bands. And then inhale, right arm comes up, exhale it over the right side and twist. As you notice here, I'm keeping my back nice and long. As I exhale, I'm drawing my belly in as I begin to look over my left shoulder. Remember, the left hand is behind you, which I didn't say, but it does go here as a secondary spine. And this just helps to keep you nice and stable. Utilize it as a kickstand. You can come into Chi Mudra, whatever serves you. Breathing, deepening the breath. Notice that I'm keeping my back nice and long. Breathe. You have a natural curve in your spine, so I'm not asking you to remove the spine curves. I'm asking you to stay nice and long in your spine. Once you complete your rounds of breath, begin to slowly come back to center, and then release. Extend the legs out in front of you. Nice and easy, very good. Inhale, draw the arms up. Again, micro bend your knees if necessary. And exhale, begin to fold. As you fold, try not to fold from the upper part of your diaphragm or rib cage to lower ribs, but make pretend you're actually walking your hips back. Some of you may need to sit on a block or on a blanket to just elevate your hips slightly, as this will help you in the lower back area. You want to protect the lower back as we have a lot of injuries there. So micro bend your knees, those of us that don't have that flexibility in our hamstrings yet. Inhale nice and long. Beautiful. In the Ashtanga practices, they don't do this, but in our practice, we do. So inhale nice and long. As you exhale, lead with your heart, not with your tummy. And then release the hands wherever they may fall. As you land, be graceful and mindful that you're not allowing yourself to see how perfect the posture is. You want to actually use this as a functional posture. So you're, again, not only just stretching out the hamstrings, but you're also stretching out the IT band and the fascia. So that way you can feel a release before and then after your run. And this is a good one to do. Hold for 5 to 10 breaths. And do this a couple of times. More flexible folk. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, extend your legs nice and long. You may not need a blanket at that point. And then go ahead, and as your hips are drawing back, your belly comes in, but the diaphragm, everything lifts up into that beautiful floating heart and cage. And as you breathe, release it all. The natural curve of the spine will happen, and you know what? That's okay. We have a natural spine. It's okay, it will not become flat. And then you allow your head to hang and feel the deliciousness of the stretch. Once you complete a few rounds of breath here, slowly begin to draw yourself back up. Release the hands down by your sides, do a couple of shoulder rolls. Forward and back, forward and back. Beautiful. And then come to your knees. From your knees, what we're going to do now, if your knees hurt here, you want to bend your mat so that you have cushion. Again, using a towel or even a blanket helps really well as well. Go figure. So from here, tuck your toes, come to sitting on your toes. You'll be here briefly, so no need to, put your blocks and everything there. You're just gonna be here really briefly. If you choose to stay here and this is painful for you, put your blocks underneath your tushy, sit on your blocks. Bring yourself up onto your knees. Beautiful. And then from here, step your right foot forward. Then you're going to inhale your arms up. Release the back foot if you so choose, or you can keep it tucked. And then exhale, extend, lengthen, flex the foot, and bring the hands down. Option here, take your blocks, put them in front of you. You're coming into a runner stretch. So this is going to help again with that beautiful stretch of the hamstring and the IT band. Keep lengthening forward, the heart lifts forward, the gaze is forward. Breathe. As you draw your tailbone back, stick your tushy out, lengthen, draw yourself down. And again, option 2 is to keep the toes tucked. Focus on pressing forward and back. It's a tug of war, but you're really reaching and stretching super deep and beautiful as best you can. After a few breaths here, draw yourself forward, lengthen. Feel free to reach the arms up. You're in a modified crescent. And then release. And then we're gonna switch sides. So coming back onto the knees, bring the left foot forward, toe tucked, or you can leave it as such, flat on the mat. Again, from here, take your energy and draw it up into the universe, draw up to the sky. Then from here, now stick your butt out. Not overdone, okay? Just bring that natural curve of the tushy out. Have a little apple bottom, no apple sauce, as I learned just recently, and I think it's hilarious. And then from here, again, your body is beginning to lengthen. Heart forward, straighten out the leg, nice and long and strong, create the strength. Stay here, hands to the mat or to the blocks. The blocks have 3 heights, so you can do them however you choose, whatever you want. Your flexibility depends on you, but it's not about how flexible you are. It's about attaining a stretch to open up the body and release the body after intensity and before intensity. Breathe. Belly fills with air, the diaphragm fills with air, just as the singers do. Lengthen, keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Always keep your shoulders relaxed. Breathe, release. And then draw yourself forward. Beautiful lengthening. Reach to the sky. Honor, salute the sun, the divine. And then release the hands down. Help yourself out, draw yourself back onto your knees. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, come down to seating. Very good. So those are just a couple that can help you out in your practice as you run and as you come back out of your run, so that way you can release and come back into the beautiful space that you created. Namaste.